What is up, everybody? Jayco here today, and it's been so long since I made my last video. Well, it's not actually so long since I made it. It's so long since I actually posted it, because I don't know, like, I have a problem with like recording a video and waiting until I get home to post it. And then the one day I made the video is the day that I worked, and I don't like to post while I'm working because it affects my internet. And then I said I'm gonna do it after work, and I never done it. So it's been a long time. So just to catch you guys up to speed with everything that's going on in my life, my baby turned 10 months on the 2nd of October, so that's amazing. She's getting her 6'2", so that's really good. We went to the Galveston Pier a few days ago, spent the day over there, and then went to the Saltgrass Steakhouse, I think it's called. So that's what we did the last few days. But the week before, that entire week, I was sick once again. So I was sick 3 times in just under like 3 months or 4 months. So it's a lot of time to be sick, which sucks and is unfortunate. But I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking about. I have like this elbow pain from working out. I saw something to remove it. I forgot what it was. Oh, they said do like this thing. But back to the main topic. You know, I've been sick again, and it's frustrating because my stepdaughter came home rubbing her nose and blah blah blah. I'm not sick. I'm like, wear a mask. You need to take medicine. Blah blah blah. And she just didn't isolate herself. So once then the baby got sick, and I'm not gonna stay away from my daughter. So we all got sick once again. The second sickness, my stepkids didn't get sick. I got sick. The baby got sick, and my fiance got sick. On my way to the gym, I've been very bad with going to the gym. I am a person who needs to be on a schedule, because just like with working, I worked 2 Mondays ago, and I said I was gonna get back to work, and I didn't. So this Monday, I promised myself, because my family, my in-laws keep coming in and stuff like that, now I can finally relax for just a little bit. And so I can relax and be more comfortable within my home. And so I'll be starting working Monday, waking up early, going to the gym at 6 o'clock, getting home, and then working, and then I can have a free rest of the day, you know, once my kids get home, my stepkids get home from school. But, you know, that has been that. Regards to housing and everything like that, my house has been so dry on the market. Only got 3 or 4 views and everything, not views, walkthroughs or appointments, whatever. And everybody's like, oh, your house is too modern, it's too contemporary, we don't care for it that much. Or other excuses like there's not enough storage, there's not enough closet space, this and that. So we actually do have a showing today, so we'll see how that goes. But the good news is I have a locked in situation in Florida of a brand new home back exactly where I moved from. So that's interesting. It's only like a mile or 2 from where my last house was, because I really did like that area. It was just our house was just too small. I mean, we only had 2 bathrooms, and this one has the same 4.5 bathrooms that I have now. And then I'll be actually more than likely taking my father in as well, so I have a 5th bedroom and the fourth bath for him. And just trying to separate him as much as possible. So that'll be that. If I sign that, it's projected to be done as early as December, but they're projecting more January, February-ish. So that gives me more time to sell my house. But it's so crazy that just houses around here are just sitting and sitting and sitting. And like the average market time right now is like 130 days. So, you know, my realtor's like, yeah, you're priced right, but you know, your designs might affect the showings, because your showings is about 1/10 of what other people are showing. So their homes are showing. So that, you know, is a problem. And I could just be like, you know, keep lowering my price and hope somebody takes it, or wait for the right person and hopefully that will come around. Because the contract in Florida, it's a new build, is 10% with no contingencies. So we're talking like $70,000 that could potentially be lost if I don't close in time. Now they're willing to, you know, extend to a certain point, but that's about it. So I could be out a lot of money, be screwed, and end up being stuck here. If I can't sell my home. Now, it should sell. The reason why, I'm about to agree upon this sale in Florida is because I was at a deal before and everything was postponed and prices keep going down, interest rates are up, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna offer them $29,000 less, same incentive that they're offering, see if they accept it. And they accepted it, and I was just like, okay, they accepted it. That's all cool, and go from there. So that's pretty. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with things. I just saw a new Corvette. I was just looking at it. So that's pretty cool. And I do have another opportunity at another house, but I'm not sure if they're willing to do the 90-day. I'm looking for a 90-day contingency contract, and now people are actually doing contingency contracts, but at the same time, they don't want to do it for more than 30 days. So the house that I'm looking at, this other house in Florida, is a few years old, and they listed it at like 1.3. I got them down to 780 because they kept lowering. It's just very overpriced because they're still building that house in that community, and you can build it for that much. I just don't want to wait a year to build a house, see the market go down, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that being said, hold on. So that being said, that house there, I have one that sold in May for 1.1, but had a pool and was a little bit nicer. But at 780, it sounds like a steal. It's actually six bed, 4.5 bath, a loft, a dining room, and an office. Plus has a 3-car with an extra tandem for 4th. That if you did upgrade to the bigger model, they make that extra garage space a room. Not a bedroom, but like a movie room or a hobby room. And then they do have an option where you could turn it into a bedroom and bathroom. It's like a $16,000 option. But if you did build it, you can get that, and then you would legit have 17. You would legit have 7 bedrooms, 5.5 baths instead of 4.5 baths. So that's a good option. So, I could build it, but I don't want to stay here another year, lock in a price while my house continues to go down for a year. So I don't think that's the brightest of bright ideas. So that's, got me a little bit worried about that. Or I could build that, sell my house and rent something here for a year. I think that would be a better situation. But again, I'm losing, $35,000, $40,000 in renting for a year when I can get that same house now, just not upgraded to my standards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I have to think about that situation. Do I want to stay here another year? I can rent in Florida too. Problem with renting in Florida is most houses don't have fences, and the rentals are, every single rental is at least $1,000, $1,500 more than it is here. So again, we're talking about money aspect. I would really like to rent in the community that I could build in, but the only rental I know only accepts small dogs, so it's an issue within itself, and I don't even think they have a fenced yard, so I would have to pay $7,000 just to fence their yard. That bumps, let's just say $4,500 a month up to like $5,000 a month. So adds up really quick. So on my way to the gym here, guys. Been very tired lately. Like I said, I gotta get back onto my schedule. It's just been very bad for me. But still trying to stay happy. Being with my daughter makes me the happiest man on the earth. And hopefully, there's a plane that just flew over. Hopefully today's showing goes well. Hoping for. And we were talking about hypothetically, if the house does sell too early, that we would try and push for a later close date, or possibly rent back, or possibly reduce price to extend the close date. So we definitely have a few options. And lastly would be like, I would go with my parents, and then Jesus, Walmart's so busy. I'd go with my parents, and my fiance would rent an Airbnb or something, because my parents only got like 1 extra bedroom, and an Airbnb is not gonna allow 4 dogs. But and then an update on my dogs. My B Junior, bro, my goodness, B Junior is not doing so well with his ear. he keeps, I don't know if it's his nails or whatever, but he just ripped the whole back of both of his ears open. So he has big open rips in his ears. Buster's been looking a lot different. He's not aging so well. He's like losing his fur around his eye and on his head, and has scabs up here. So it's like, I really want to take care of my dogs and take them to the vet, but every time I take them to the vet, number one, it's so expensive, and number two, they always end up getting the same thing. I spent over $1,000 on B Junior's ears, and they're still bad, and I've done everything they told me to do and then some. So it's just very frustrating that I spend more on my dog than I do my kids, and it's just been nothing but issues. So I'm gonna try and remedy it myself, and hopefully it heals. Maybe I'll get a cone for him so he stops scratching his ears. But I know, imagine having something that itches and you can't itch it. That's like a pain in the ass. So hope you guys take care and have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.